Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. This is the July 7th, Tuesday edition of the Carolina Weather Video. And we have a fairly hot pattern beginning to settle on in. A lot of things to talk about here, though. I've got a lot of things up for you in today's edition of the video. Let's begin with a peek at the Banner Elk web camera, courtesy of resortcams.com. A bit of a refreshing morning in some mountain spots. It's 59 degrees there in Banner Elk. Boone's been reporting 58 this morning. But a lot of 70s in the larger observing sites across a lot of the Piedmont. Now, let me show you highs yesterday, up to 88 in Greensboro, 89 in Raleigh, 91 the high in Columbia, Charlotte, and Fayetteville, 90 in Wilmington. There's your specifics for the Triad viewing area, mid and upper 80s out there, upper 80s to lower 90s in the Charlotte viewing area for Monday afternoon. As I'm cutting the video, 5 o'clock hour. Again, a lot of the larger observing sites through the Piedmont and the coastal plain in the 70s. Boone, look at that, now down to 56 degrees. And kind of a hot pattern settling in. Now, this was the radar presentation yesterday afternoon and into last night. You actually wound up with a decent little corridor of showers and thunderstorms through parts of Davidson, Randolph, southeastern Guilford, and Alamance counties, say mid-evening, 8, 9, 10 o'clock yesterday evening. And that little corridor of showers and thunderstorms put down some decent rain totals. A little bullseye of over 2 and 3 inches of rain in parts of Alamance County. And same deal in the southern sections of Davidson County, far eastern Rowan County. Now let me show you the last week's worth of rainfall data. This is the last 7 days of accumulated rainfall across the southeast. And overall, you had some big-time rain totals through parts of the lower Mississippi Valley and the Tennessee Valley, some 8, 9, 10, even 11-inch rain totals back that way. Now, as you got on our side of the mountains, the totals really diminished. In fact, you see there are some spots through the northern upstate and around the Charlotte viewing area and over toward portions of the Sandhills that got no measurable rain over the last 7 days. So, some folks have really been unlucky in the rain department. There from around Spartanburg and Gaffney up through Gastonia, and really a good chunk of the Charlotte viewing area. Not a ton of rain over the past 7 days, and then over into southeastern North Carolina too. Now this is the radar perspective this morning. Rain-free across the Carolinas. A few showers offshore. Those are remaining offshore for the time being. And then you look up to the northwest of us, a band of rain from Michigan, through parts of Indiana and Illinois and Missouri, down into Oklahoma, Kansas, into Texas, and New Mexico. That's all with our next cold front. Now, there's your drought monitor. You have moderate drought conditions over portions of western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, down in through portions of South Carolina too, and then back from there to Alabama. We'll see when the new drought monitor comes up. Some of these totals, especially some of these drought conditions, back into Alabama, could very well be trimmed back. And we'll see what happens across the rest of the region with the drought monitor for this week. Now, there's your cold front off to the northwest, still way northwest of us today. Not a whole lot to really ignite showers and thunderstorms. The coastal plain probably sees some sea breeze activity going, but that's about the extent of it. And not a whole lot showing up on the high-resolution modeling. I think an isolated coverage at best of showers and storms around the region, and even that's probably being a little bit too generous. Highs, pretty hot today. Look at all the low to mid-90s across the interior Carolinas. Tomorrow, very much the same. A few isolated late-day showers or thunderstorms. Your Wednesday highs, there they are in the 90s. Thursday, again, an isolated late-day storm, but a lot of us rain-free. And there's your Thursday highs across the region. Hot and steamy conditions. Now you look what happens here with the upper level pattern, big ridge overhead as we wrap up this work week. Now the core of the ridge eases a little bit westward toward the southern plains over the weekend. And that might open the door for a few disturbances to try to move down here on a northwesterly flow aloft. But still, the ridge prevalent enough that the heat largely stays in place. Here's a look at our Saturday highs across the region. Now, the core of the heat definitely southwest of us, but still a pretty hot pattern. Same basic idea for Sunday as well. Tropics, not much happening. Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean Sea, and Atlantic Ocean as a whole remaining very, very quiet. No sign of tropical development over the next couple of days. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.